Welcome, everyone. It's nearly tip-off time here in Boston. The visiting Los Angeles Lakers will face off against the Celtics. Along with Kenny Smith and Craig Sager, this is Kevin Hart. And now, as we're about set, T-Mobile presents the starting five lineups. Well, it's time for the tip-off. Let's get underway. Dishes it to the wing. To Odom. Tosses it up. Can't nail the jumper.
The defense set the tone there on the inside and made a nice stop.
Pierce scores the opening field goal.
The Celtics drew first blood. This should be a good game.
Now for the Gatorade Around the Cooler update. Let's check in with the third member of our team, Craig Sager. Craig?
Well, I had a moment to speak with Doc Rivers, coach of the Celtics. I asked him what would be their game plan. He said, we're going to get after it defensively like always and let the chips fall where they may. Guys, they can do it too, creating turnovers, shutting down shooters, and basically wreaking havoc out there.
It should be a hard-fought game. We'll see how it shakes out. Passes it to Allen. 7 on the shot clock. Takes it up. The clever pump fake got the D off balance and freed up the lay-in by Garnett.
Garnett got it up quick with the floater and knocked it down. That shot's a lot harder than it looks.
That last basket was buried by Bynum. Andrew Bynum has a phenomenal frame for a young center.
Yeah, he's already filling in the shape, Kevin.
And they reportedly refused to part with him for a shot at Jason Kidd.
And that just shows how highly they think of him. You don't turn down a future Hall of Famer unless you really got something special.
Bynum inbounds the ball. With the crossover. 26 seconds left in the first. Perkins gets it outright. That last shot was off from 11. The dish to Kobe. Throws it up. Gets the bucket from 20 feet away. We've reached the end of the first, and it's a barn burner. Still close, though. 8-7.
Well, it's a track meet so far, Kevin. Offense, and a little more offense just for kicks.
Great shooting by both squads. Hold on to your seats, ladies and gentlemen. We're in for a wild ride. Garnett inbounds it to start the second quarter. Rondo passes it up court. Dishes, left wing. Pierce pulls the trigger. Kobe reels in the defensive rebound.
Pierce took no time at all to put that one up. Still, he was pretty open, so not a bad shot.
That last shot dropped in by Bryant.
Well, we know that Kobe was clearly frustrated at the end of last season. Can you remember at the end of their playoff run, the Los Angeles Lakers, and in the middle of the conference finals, Kobe said he wanted to be traded but didn't want to be traded. I mean, it sounds like there's just a lot of conflict, not only with him, but within that team. And it just doesn't seem like a very good situation.
Well, they told Kobe when they resigned him that they were going to build a contender. But all their moves since suggests that they're going to build for the future. Kobe is not a happy camper. Stay tuned, folks. This could be interesting.
Can't sink the first. He misses them both. 1:13 left in the second. To Garnett, goes up. Does not get the go-ahead bucket.
That was all wrapped up with the bow on top, but he still couldn't lay it in. That's just depressing.
Perkins inbounds the ball. Rondo brings it up the floor.
They're D'ing up man to man.
Terrific pass. Puts the hammer down. Odom hands it off to Walton. Here's Bryant. Allen snatches the rebound. The Celtics good out for the quick shot here. That would leave him with the final possession. For the lead. Nice job to grab the defensive board by Bynum.
Rondo was hearing those footsteps. He wasn't wide open, but that's a shot he's supposed to make.
And he makes the first one. He's off on the second. The Celtics with an opportunity to even the score. Garnett. Spins.
Fantastic concentration to get that shot off. That couldn't have been easy.
Brown makes his first appearance.
Substitution on the court.
And he gives them the lead. Brown inbounds the ball. And that concludes the first half. The score, 14-13.
Man, a lot of offense so far. Both sides are having no problems finding the rim.
Widest show so far, that's for sure. Garnett inbounds it to start the second half. Swings it to Allen. That last shot netted from 20.
There isn't a better shooter in the NBA. I repeat, not a better shooter in the NBA than Ray Allen.
Now our sideline reporter, Craig Sager, has some information for us as we get this Gatorade around the cooler update.
Yeah, during halftime, I spoke with Doc Rivers, coach of the Celtics. He told me that although they hold the lead, he thinks they can do better. He's concerned about their defense and said, we've got to stop all the easy looks and close down on the open man. Our defense has to do a better job. We'll see how it pans out.
That week. 1:23 left in the third quarter. Bryant unloads from 9. On the money. Nice bucket by the 12th-year veteran out of Lower Merion High School. Poked away, but it's recovered by Rondo. Perkins. Hauled in.
Garnett got to the rack and cleaned up the mess. Great hustle play.
Odom brings it up the court. Walton. Rebounded.
Walton has got to be upset. Anytime you get to the rim like that, it's a tough miss.
Fisher gets the reach-in call. That's his first foul of the game.
The refs are not going to let you mug the ball handler like that. That's an easy call.
Garnett inbounds the ball. Gets it on the perimeter. Rondo. Hauled in.
They could go 2 for 1 if they hurry, Kevin.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Nice interception. He knew where that pass was going before it was even thrown.
Seven on the shot clock. Garnett. Rebounded. Bryant. Misses the buzzer beater. We've reached the end of the third, and it's been an exciting game. The score, 20-15. Garnett came to play, Kenny. 9 points and 4 rebounds.
Well, you expect nothing less from a player of his caliber, Kevin. He knows his team is counting on him to produce, and he's giving them everything he's got.
All right, the fourth quarter should begin momentarily. Walton inbounds it to start the fourth quarter. Bynum. Scooped up.
Bynum doesn't have the softest touch around the rim, and if you need proof, look no further. Ugly shot right there.
Garnett drops the sledgehammer.
They're scoring, that's for sure. Now they need to put the same kind of effort in on defense.
Bynum. Hold in.
Oh, man, that shot looked like it was a sure thing, but he just couldn't get it to fall.
Hooked away, but it's recovered by Rondo. Seven on the shot clock. Garnett.
The good news is he got himself a great shot opportunity. If they keep working it like that, he'll get those to drop.
Kobe. Graceful finish.
With the defense barely shadowing him, it's just too easy. You know he's dropping that one.
Garnett inbounds the ball. Fisher, reaching foul.
He's playing defense with his hands, not his feet. That's a surefire way to get whistled for a foul.
Allen. The three won't fall.
The D got a little lucky there. They can't afford to play loose on that guy.
Bryant finishes with the soft touch.
Well, both teams have been on fire. The fans love this kind of game, Kevin.
Get the perimeter. Get here. By yourself. I got the three.
The steal.
He read that pass just like a book. He was all over it.
Kobe connects. Garnett inbounds the ball. The Lakers will go for the intentional foul. They still got to foul them a second time to get into the penalty and send them to the stripe. Sinks the first one, and that'll put them up by 2. Can't connect on number 2. Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Well, he doesn't get rattled. He calmly nets the free throws, and it's a 2-possession ball game. They need to make a quick shot and then foul. If the other team misses a couple of free throws, they might still have a chance.
Bryant. Garnett, that's his 5th rebound in this one. The Lakers are intentionally fouling. They're not yet in the penalty, so they'll need to commit a second foul to send them to the line. Gets the first. That puts them up by 5.
Huge free throws, Kev. He just put the game out of reach.
Walton inbounds the ball. It's tipped, and they track it down. Off target on the first. Sinks the second and that makes it a 7-point lead. Bynum tosses it up court. Tipped, and they grab the rock.
For Los Angeles, Bynum is our assist leader with 3. For Boston, Garnett has been working hard on the glass. He's our rebound leader with 3.
The Celtics length the distance as they outlast the Lakers 28-21. Free throws a major factor.
Absolutely. They won this game at the charity stripe, Kev. When you get to the line as much as they did and you knock them down, you're tough to beat.
That's right. Garnett is our Jordan Brand player of the game, and he had an amazing performance.
Well, he accounted for a huge portion of his team's points, Kevin. It was like he was playing against grade schoolers out there. Unbelievable.
Now let's check out the hot zones. Time for us to say goodbye. For Kenny Smith and Craig Sager, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Garnett is the Jordan. Let's check out the top 3 plays of the game. Coming in at number 3. At number 2. And the top play of the game. And those were the top plays of the game.
Get up.